Hello Internets, this is Craig Anderson, Librarian in Real Life, vlog episode number 4. I'm going to talk to you today about an item that appeared in the American libraries. They sent us an email forward of some articles that appeared in American libraries. And in the most recent issue, there's an article entitled, Nebraska Auditor Cries Foul on Gaming in Libraries. Now, it seems that the Nebraska Library Commission got themselves in a little bit of trouble because they spent a sum of money on gaming equipment for their librarians and library staff. A total not quite equal to about $500. And they used it to purchase things like Rock Band, Dance Dance Revolution. They bought a PS2. And this was mostly for library, employees, librarians and staff, so that they could familiarize themselves with the systems. So they kind of had an idea of the types of games that their patrons were playing. And this prompted the Nebraska Auditor of Public Accounts, Mike Foley, this guy here. This prompted them to do an audit of the Nebraska Library Commission and kind of analyze what they had been spending their money on. And the conclusion of this audit was that they came out with a paper. You can find a PDF of it. I'm probably going to link to it when I post this. But the conclusion that they came up with was that the purchase of gaming equipment is a questionable use of public funds. Now, this brings up a topic that that I tend to run into a lot. It seems that there is some criticism of the use of gaming in libraries. Mostly because a library is a place for research and reading, kind of a quiet place that you can go to do your homework or work on various projects. So a lot of people say that gaming just doesn't have a place in libraries. And this brings up the dichotomy between professionalism and fun. See, in common thought, there's professionalism and there's fun, and never the twain shall meet. If something is professional, it shouldn't be fun, and if something is fun, it's unprofessional. And this is a philosophy that I tend to disagree with. I think that just because something is fun doesn't necessarily mean that it's unprofessional. Because we know what professional librarians are like. They look a lot like this. Hair in a bun, cat's eye glasses, index finger ever at the ready to shush the unruly patrons. And trust me, I've known some librarians like that. But it seems as though in this century in particular, we're starting to see a new kind of librarian come to the fore, and it looks a little bit more like this. She's not professional, or at least not what's conventionally considered to be professional, because she works with the public. She's not the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. She reads graphic novels because she deals with teenagers all the time. She has a cell phone and she takes pictures with it because, there's some things that you just have to Twitter. She's got an iPod in because she's listening to a library podcast so that she knows what her colleagues are doing. She might even do her own podcast or her own video blog, as I am. And the reason that the Nebraska Library Commission bought these gaming systems for their librarians is because they wanted librarians to be more in touch with their patronage. They wanted them to understand what a child or what a teenager is talking about when they bring up something that, from Guitar Hero or World of Warcraft. They bought themselves some space in Second Life. They rented space. They didn't even buy an island. They rented space in Second Life so that they could, outreach to their community, the more tech savvy of their community. And as we explored in the last video blog that I did, Americans are getting more tech savvy now. They are gamers. They are on Facebook, on MySpace, on different social networking sites. But apparently, this guy just didn't really agree with it. He felt that this was unprofessional and that was a questionable use of public funds, and that it should be ceased and desist. So, as always, I'd like to know what you guys think of it. I can't find my card that has my email address on it. Now, where the heck is it? Okay. But you can write to me, cjanders@kane.edu. My email address should be on this website somewhere, or you can go back and watch the other video blogs so that I know that someone else is watching my other video blogs. And let me know what you think. Tell me how you feel about gaming in libraries. Obviously, here we go. cjanders@kane.edu. Obviously, if you've come to this site, you have some kind of interest in gaming in virtual worlds, that kind of thing. You're not completely opposed to the idea, unless you've just come here to snark about the crazy librarian and his video blogs. That's possible too. So let me know what you think. I'll get back to you. I'm free to answer any of your questions, and I'll talk to you next week. Peace out.